My name is Kelsey. I'm an Igbo, a husband and a father of two. In fact, not just a father, intentional father of two. So I'm also a digital skills trainer and also a graduate of History and International Relations, and also a member of African Leadership Center for leadership, strategy, and development. I'm someone that is passionate about personal development, and I believe that our society should be um, inclusive for everyone, and also embrace everyone. No matter who they are, no matter their agenda, no matter where they come from, we are all equal. All right. Yes, being an Igbo man. I mean, like culturally, the way, the values I inculcate in my children as a father, and what is expected of me, being masculine and also being a provider and a leader in my home. Yes, it's not an easy task, but with resilience and wisdom, I've been, this will be my 4 years in marriage, and as God may have it, with wisdom and understanding, yes. And training children and nurturing children of this 21st century, these Gen Zs or Gen Alpha, I don't even know what they are called. So nurturing them with their own understanding and mindset, as little as they are, they already believe they have their own mindset. They are their own human, and they should decide whatever they want to. Are you trying to? Because me, I'm a millennial, and being a young father, seeing the gap and some of the values we have then that is no longer in vogue now, trying to put all these things in place to discipline them. I want my children to see me as someone that is a leader, not just a provider, and someone that is present and intentional in their life. Yes, thank you. All right, after my university, I went for service. And there's something people don't really know about me. The people that trained me in my university are not my actual parents. I was trained by a professor couple, and then the vice chancellor of Abia State University, where I studied, Professor Chibuzo Ogbago and Professor Stella Ogbago. So living with them and going through school, people expected, okay, the way the economy is now and the rate of unemployment, that they will help me with a job, which they promised me. But as God may have it, that job didn't come. And that was what led for me to write my own appointment letter that I've gotten a job, just to leave home to start afresh. Joining the communication and advocacy, lane, within the organization of persons with disabilities. It wasn't something that was handed over to me. I started as a volunteer. I attended Dominion Leadership Institute, and for the first time, volunteering was introduced to me. That was in 2015, a year after my graduation from university. So that changed my mindset. They said, if you are looking for a job, you should first of all go there, volunteer with them, you learn from them, and also use your time and resources, whatever you have, to also add value to the organization. It wasn't easy. I worked with Center for Ability Rehabilitation and Empowerment for 3-4 years without any pay. Worked with Peniel Foundation, the same thing, Amputee Coalition of Nigeria, and Girl Child Freedom at the grassroots. Volunteering with these organizations as a communication officer wasn't easy at all, because then I was using my data, my skill. Okay, how did I even come up with this skill? After service, anyway, the job I was promised didn't come. And that was the time I wrote the appointment letter. I've gotten a job. I had to lie so that I would leave home. From Umahia, I traveled to Owerri. Then when I went to Owerri, I met an organization, an IT firm. They did a training for us free, like part of their corporate social responsibility, to train youths, empower them with digital skills, and which I was one of them. Then after the 5 days training, I met with the executive director of that company, and I told him that I don't have anybody to give me any pocket money again as an adult, and I'm done with school. So I'm trying to find a partner, but with what I saw and learned, I think it's something I can develop on and work with. He said, okay. And I told him that I'm very resourceful. I'm a graduate. I can be your personal assistant. I can be the office admin person or secretary or whatever position you may call it, but don't pay me. That I will learn when you are training others, then I will be working for you for free. He thought about it as, okay, that's a good idea. That he just liked my willingness to develop myself. So I worked there for 3 months, then learned some of these skills, how to put business on Google Map, how to put organization on social media to build their reputations and all that, running Facebook ad, doing business branding like logo design, flyer, and the rest. So I now left over after 3 months of working with the organization, then relocated to Abuja. I never knew anything about the disability community, but someone met me somewhere because of my dress sense and style. He was like, he'd been seeing me for a while, that he liked my person, and he's a person of which, in fact, as a matter of fact, is Mr. Chris Abo. So Mr. Chris Abo invited me to an event of organization of persons with disabilities. There, that was where I saw what Dr. Chike of that's the servant leader of Center for Ability Rehabilitation and Empowerment. That's CARE Foundation. That's what we call it, CARE Nigeria. So they were doing this project on accessible aviation. Then I checked them out online. I didn't see any presence. I reached out to the man. I was like, sir, I like what you are doing, and I have these skills. I like to work for you for free. Let me use the opportunity to build experience and portfolio. He said, okay, no problem. He'd been thinking, just that it wasn't captured in their budget when they were planning for the project. I said, no problem. I don't mind doing that. So that was how I ventured into the disability space, working as a communication person. So while doing that, managing their website, creating content, maintaining the media and public relationship, of the and also running the internal communication within the organization, I knew I needed more, and I was like casting my nets. Anyone that absorbed me tomorrow, I say, okay, they like what I'm doing. So that was how I was also working with Peniel Foundation and Amputee Coalition of Nigeria. Then before Hope Alive for Possibilities Initiative, where I'm working currently, came into the picture. So because the AD had been a friend and amputee for a while, and he was like, Kelsey, come and work with us now. I said, okay, no problem. They said they didn't have any money, but they'll be giving me stipend. And I said, no problem. Then working for them 2023, towards the end, they got a grant. The aid now said, Kelsey, you've been with us for a while now, and thankfully God has done it for us. We've gotten a grant, and you're part of the team, so you'll be working with us. That was how I started working, properly as a professional communication officer, which I also did other courses, to harness the skills I've acquired in the past. Thank you. All right. I lost my left arm at the age of 11 due to a mistreated fracture. I was playing football that transpired into a fight, and to cut the long story short, I was heading home, and the guy I fought with, then we were just young, we were 11 then, so he wanted to retaliate, the mindset of children. So I was walking him, not knowing he was coming from behind. So I was in motion when he got hold of my legs, and I fell and had a fracture at my humerus. Then I was taken to a local bone setter who we thought knew how to do that. So instead of the man to heal the bone, he mismanaged the injury, which was affected with gangrene, and it started decaying. Most of us within the amputee network, we know that gangrene has been one of the major challenges that caused amputation of a person with amputation. So it wasn't funny, it wasn't easy. That disruption I was very confused then, but that disruption again later became a redirection to me, because I was like, okay, I don't have two hands like every other child I used to see around. It made me to start thinking early how to carve a niche and path for myself. Anything somebody with two hands will do, I will find a way to settle that. Let's say I attended a boarding school. I knew that, okay, maybe by 5 o'clock we'll be doing something maybe like doing our laundry and all that. And me that have one, I will go ahead of time, maybe around 4:30 p.m. Then just to tidy up all those things and ensure that before all these other people start doing their own, I'm done. Like fetching water and the rest. I've been someone that is resilient. I didn't allow the limb loss or yes, limb loss to be a challenge. I've never been a limitation. Yes, it has its own issues like the uneasiness that comes with it. Like there are certain things I would have loved to do, just like clapping, as simple as it might be, clapping to God, but I can't do that. But when you talk about doing the things you're supposed to do as the role of a father and a husband and as a communication officer, it has never been a limitation for me. So it's something that this year will make it 26 years that I've lost my arm. But when I look back and where I am today, I know it can only be God, because it wasn't easy. This discrimination was also there. The stigma. I could remember one of the organizations then that I applied for a job. We were told that we were sent from a recruitment company to that organization for an interview. I did better than the other guy, but because of my disability, they were like, why would they employ someone like me that is not completely whole in their own, they don't want clients to see someone with disability that they'll start pitching on, may not feel comfortable and all that. And that was when I promised myself that no matter what it takes, I will establish my own brand. I will build myself. In fact, I was doing my freelancing. That was what was also sustaining me when I was doing all this volunteering job. Was doing my freelancing job, building brands, helping them to have reputable online presence. And today I thank God that yes, I don't have any reason to regret the past. Whatever that can't kill you will only make you stronger and smarter, just for you to devise a way you can navigate the new paths. Thank you. Well, mine, most people really speak for me, because there was this post I made on Facebook, and people were like, since they've known me as a young man till now, that my disability has never been a challenge. I use it to do, if it's hiking, climbing fence, then self, like I still play football with it, swim with it. I don't know what people mean when they say masculinity. Is that about the physical completeness or the strength that the person portrays? I think it's about being intentional and becoming a better version of yourself as a man, knowing your role and your responsibility. Masculinity is all about responsibility. It's not about show of muscle or strength, physical strength. No, it's about knowing what to do and do them rightly, being intentional about it. So to me, being a person with disability has never reduced me from being a man. In fact, it's even brought out another aspect of me that maybe I wouldn't have discovered if I didn't have the disability. The thing is that my wife has read through, she has read about me before, like even dating me. She's into baking and pastries, so we used to buy peanuts from her then. I didn't even know, it was one of my friends that used to buy from her. Then he was dating her cousin, who was a lawyer that she was staying with. I was like, where are you getting this thing from? I like, who makes? He said that this girl that he would like me to date, that girl, that the girl will fit me. She's calm, she's collected and all that, she's reserved. I said, okay, fine. Then the first day we met, as a person with disability, we know how this is in. Somebody that already knows that you like her, the attitude and countenance will tell you if this person have already accepted you or not. It's not a thing of let me go and think. I told her I like what she was doing. It's not even about relationship. I was also thinking of how I can also improve her business, thinking of branding her business, having a logo, having a sticker she can, place on her pouch for her chin and whatever she's doing and all that. So initially it wasn't about relationship. It's about the value I can bring. So when she saw me, she read through me on Facebook that okay, this person is on his lane, on his path, building something. Is building, trying to build a legacy. It's not even, this disability is not an issue. So she embraced me for who I am, became very supportive, and she has never looked down on me for once because of my disability. She didn't come into my life to manage me or fix me. She just came to build with me. And since then, I really thank God that I met someone like her. Though she's not an Igbo, she's from another tribe, So people that knew me back from East, I have many girls that we were good friends. Like, in case maybe if I was ready to marry, it could be any one of them. But God's will and man's ways are not the same sometimes. So what I was looking out for was her character and value. What men like is someone that massage their ego. Me, I love respect, and I love respecting women too, because I've been a gender equality or equity advocate for a while. I know what women want, and I didn't come to take advantage of her. What I was bringing to the table was different from what she was in a relationship then anyway, but the difference was clear. This guy wasn't about her body, it was about building her. So it was my concept of relationship and the ideas I brought on the table. Okay, you can expand this, you can do this, that made her know, I think this is the guy that I can work with, this is the guy I can spend the rest of my life with, and that has been it. So yes, there are some ups and downs sometimes, but she's always understanding, she's always there, even behind me. As a person with disability, when you had even that her cousin she was living with didn't really want us to. They were like, among all this other guy, you know how these stories usually are. Is it a person with disability you now go and marry? She told the girl that you don't know this guy. You don't know what he's like. He's more than 3 persons without disability. So just allow me. It's not about that. So someone that sees me beyond my disability, that's what we want as persons with disabilities. Someone that sees us beyond the physical. Mine is physical. What of if it's invisible? There's someone that is deaf, or someone maybe with I don't know, mental disability. So to me, she's someone that makes me feel like a man when I come back home. The way she come and hug me, welcome me. If I provide, no matter how little it is, she's appreciative. She don't mount pressure on me. Anything I support her all the way, just like she supports me. So, everybody needs somebody, and we need somebody that will understand us, that will stand with us, even when the whole world is against us. Even my siblings, they were not really happy. I wanted to marry someone from another tribe. Why must it be this person? I told them, I'm not marrying for you people, I'm marrying for myself, and I'm marrying for my children. I also tell it to even the opposite gender. When you want to marry, it's not just about you. Can this man be a father, the kind of man you want for your children? Like, this is, you can be proud and say, whatever the name of your child is, this is your father. They can be proud of. The same thing to the men too. Men too. Can this woman be someone that will be proud to say, this is the mother of my children? So all these things are things that comes into play. As simple as they are, someone that will understand you and work with you. Somebody that the neighbors will not be hearing you people's voice. All those things. So okay, I want them to see me as someone that doesn't just provide, but explains, listens to them, and also model a good part. Like someone that they can look and say, yes, my father, laid a legacy that I can continue with. I also want them to have an inclusive mindset, knowing that disability cannot be a limitation. Yes, they are children. I know someday they will become adults. Seeing me and how I respond to challenges each day as a person with disability, it's not an easy thing, because our children tends to inherit more of how we respond and present ourselves rather than what we give them. It can be asset or whatever, but how we show ourselves love, how I treat their mother, how I treat people around me, how I navigate the daily struggles. These are the traits I want them to acquire from me, and know that my daddy really taught me this, to be independent, to be resilient, no matter what it is, that I will always care through. And is someone that built a legacy, someone that they can be proud and say, Yes, I know it wasn't easy for my dad, but he's my hero. Okay. Okay. There was a time I was really interested. In fact, it was my foster mom that even brought up the idea. I should I should visit one prosthetic company then, make inquiries and find out how much it will cost and all that. So the man that was working there, that was at it was in Abia State at Uturu, but the ones they were producing were just cosmetic ones that were not functional, and especially we that have upper limb loss, we want something that is functional. Like it is better the thing is functional rather than wearing something cosmetic. So if it's not functional, like I can't use it, I can't feel, maybe I can't use my fingers or whatever, it's better I just let it be. I don't want something that you seem as if I'm just covering my disability. I don't want people to know that I'm not using my left hand. No, I want something that is very functional and effective. But when you ask how much this thing costs, it's very expensive. I've seen a lot of men, especially that have upper limb, loss, and I don't know. Like they don't even want to think about that for now because of the millions it costs. Even though yes, I heard that there are some companies in Nigeria that manufacture that and all that. I've not seen one apart from I think Suntech. There was a time I wanted to strike a deal with them, as their brand ambassador, since I was with Amputee Coalition. If anybody joins the coalition and wanted, to procure one, I could just refer that person to them and all that. So maybe if we work on the long time, they may find a way to raise fund and get me the but we didn't continue with that agreement anymore. So it's very expensive for us, and if it's something the government can subsidize, that will go a long way, because a lot of us, in as much as we are using one arm, also we still, if you ask some of us, most of us, if it's available, if it's affordable, and if it's provided, we will. But the majority of us is the cost that makes us to just shy away from that. All right. To my younger self, I will say that you see, in this life, you're on your own. You have to think for yourself. There are some things we call non-transferable responsibilities. Read your book, take that course, whatever that will build you, that whatever that will empower you. If you acquire any knowledge or skill, nobody can take it away from you. And as a person with disability, with the kind of environment or society we find ourselves that was not designed for us, it's better you start on time to start building yourself. Know your purpose, be self-aware, develop yourself, whatever that may be a limit. Don't think that those people you call your friends at that age, that you are going the same lane with them. No. They have their two hands, they have their two legs. They can decide not to do anything tomorrow if they want to go and push barrel to be feeding. But you can't do that because you don't have to. And so you have to think. If you have the brain, go for it. If you want to learn any artisan skill, maybe it can be fashion design. We have amputees that are fashion designers. We have those that make shoes. We have, just like someone like me that is into tech. There are a lot of things you can do for yourself. Don't allow pity party to keep you where you don't belong, because people will try to inspire you, try to motivate you, and also tell you that I am an inspiration for you to survive and all that. Just have it at the back of your mind that you are on your own and you only live once. For God to even give you a second chance to survive whatever that happened that caused the limb loss, you should know that the time that is given to you, you should use it to accomplish something meaningful and impact others. Happy Limb Loss and Limb Difference Awareness Month 2026. Stay strong, build yourself. Disability does not mean inability. You are enough.